You will not need anything for this social studies lesson. I just need you to listen to the directions because there's going to be a lot of different things that you're going to be doing throughout this process. So you're going to be creating a project with a partner. Now, I know it's a little bit different because you're not going to be sitting right next to your partner like you are in class, but I think that this could work really well, and I think it's a good way for you to still be communicating with your classmates, even if you're not sitting right next to them. So if you have a problem throughout this at all, maybe your partner's not responding to you or you haven't been able to complete it for some reason, just you can always send me an email and just kind of explain what's going on. And then I'll either have you work individually on it and we'll just do some partners, some individual, or I'll give you something else to complete. So I'm just going to see how this works, and I'm hoping that it works well so that we can still do some group projects or partner activities even if we're not together. So last week I had told you to choose a few different cities in Wisconsin. We're going to be studying Wisconsin in this next chapter. And then you had to list some facts about them. So I have chosen your partners, and you are going to be hearing who your partner is. So I'll be sending you an email letting you know who the partner is, or I might attach it to this. I'm not sure yet. But these are the steps that you're going to be doing in order to complete this project. So first, you're only going to be doing steps 1 and 2 right now, and then we'll continue this once we've established what city you're going to have and how this is going to work. But step 1 says you and your partner will receive the names of 5 Wisconsin cities. So everyone has sent me their own cities that they would like, that they wanted to choose, or that they were interested in, or maybe that they knew of. I'm going to use that to kind of create a list for you and your partner. Now, all of your cities, or maybe even none of your cities, might be on there because some of you chose cities that you have never heard of before or some that you're familiar with. So I've chosen 5 for you and your partner. So you're going to see who your partner is. I'm going to send you guys a separate email. So in the email, now when I send you guys emails, I include the entire class. So it's me and then all 26 of you. When I'm going to be sending these emails, it's just going to be an email between me and then your partner. So those will be 3 of us in the email. So when you respond, now when you usually reply, you just click reply and it comes right to me. I want you to click on just reply and make sure that when you're replying, it's to your partner. You don't have to include me on every single email that you send. So let me give you an example. So if I'm working with one other person, I'm just going to talk to the other person, email back and forth, and reply just to them. You don't have to include me in it. Otherwise, I'm going to be getting a lot of emails from all of you. Now, if you want to include me, that's totally fine. If you want me to know what's going on or making sure that you're communicating with your partner, that's fine. But you really only have to talk to your partner back and forth through email unless you have to turn something into me. Then you share it with me. One of you will be doing that. And I'll talk about kind of what that looks like. But the first step that I said is I'm going to be emailing you and your partner, and you will be receiving the name of 5 Wisconsin cities. So I'll put the 2 names of you and your partner on the email, and then I'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll have the cities picked. So 5 cities. So I might say Racine, Kenosha, Milwaukee, Madison, Green Bay. Those are just examples. Step number 2 then, this is the only thing that you're going to be doing first. You need to pick one of those cities together. So when you get the list, email your partner, and maybe there's one that you definitely don't want to do. And you can email them and say, hey, I don't want to do number 2 and I don't want to do 3. You can have this conversation with them. You don't have to include me. You guys are just going to be coming to an agreement. Think about it if you're talking in class and you're just having a conversation thinking about making a decision about something. That's what you're going to be doing. So you and your partner will just be emailing back and forth, deciding which one you want. So maybe you might say, why don't you look at number 1? I'll look at number 2, and then we can kind of decide what we have. It's up to you how you want to do that. I'm not going to give you specific directions. Or maybe one of your partners might say, hey, I don't really care which one we do. I'm interested in all of them. Why don't you pick? And then just let me know. That's totally fine too. So you're going to get the name of a partner. You are just going to be talking with your partner to come to an agreement. I'm going to give you a couple of days to do that. In the email, I'll write when I want you to have that due. I'm not exactly sure yet. I'm going to kind of think about how this is going to work. But make sure that you send me an email then with you and your partner so I know who it is. And that's going to be what city you have. So you'll get a couple days, because I know that some of you aren't always checking your email every single day, or maybe some of you work on your assignments in the morning, some of you complete them in the afternoon or in the evening. So I'll give you at least 2 days to talk with your partner, and then you guys are deciding what you want for the name of the city. And that's all you're going to do for the first step. Moving on, just so you kind of have an idea of where we're going with this. Number 3 says research information about that city. So before you even choose your city, you can type it into Google, maybe look at Google Images, you can put facts about it so that you kind of already have an idea about it. Maybe it's a city you've been to and you know a little bit about it, or maybe you want to choose a city that you have no idea about and learn something new about it. You can decide. So it's totally your choice, but look and decide what city you want, and then we'll be researching information. So you're not doing step 3 yet. I'll explain what that's going to look like because I'm going to create a Google Doc for you to work in. But you are not doing 3, you're not doing 4 yet. Once you have the information, you and your partner will be creating a Google slide together. We've created Google Slides before. Remember in science when we did those natural disaster presentations? So you were given a natural disaster like a hurricane or tornado or a flood. Some of you had other ones. You worked with your partner on it, on the Google slide. Remember, you can both open it and work on it at the same time. It's kind of like a Google Doc. And then you shared it with me. You're doing the same thing. So you guys are going to be both typing in the Google slide, and then you'll share it with me. Again, I said that if there's ever a problem with the partner that I gave you, or you feel like they're not responding to your emails, let me know. I've been talking to all of you, so I know that you all have access to the internet and you're able to do this. So again, you're just completing 1 and 2. You're going to be given the list of the 5 Wisconsin cities. Then you're going to choose one of those with your partner. And then I'll give you a date of when I want you to send that by. If you make your decision right away, you can just send it to me right away. That's totally fine. Or if it takes you a couple days, that's fine too. So you're just doing 1 and 2 on this, and that's all you're doing today for social studies. Thank you.